get no.
All right, Larry, hope everyone is settled in for a great Draft Champions contest. Here, lucky to witness it. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. These guys that you see on your screen, they won't be witnessing. They will be participating in what should be an excellent game. Let's get down to the field. It's time for kick. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now Carr on the bootleg. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ricky Jean-Francois coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. It'll go as a gain of 2. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They run again with Ajayi. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Play action. Now Carr. It's caught left side by Cooks. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back.
It's too humble.
Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Carr. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now back to throw. Caught right side, Tate. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I need to put this mass concept in my mean.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll try to punch it in with Miller, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Texans have taken the lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Carr now on 1st down. He gets it to Cole.
Oh, wow.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now Carr, flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well. They wanted to make it a tough 3rd down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted.
Tailvin, Mack, Shazier, and freaking
and a big turnover.
Buchanan.
His guys will get the football back. And tough starting field position here.
I am not.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. They find some open field here. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Brief break in the action here. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Jeremiah Tauchu from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green. No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Marty.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not sure he's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception,
I will.
Your whole game plan just goes right.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about.
What'd you say, babe?
Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry
I do have a
Ridley
game in like
for
10 minutes.
our
Can we
EA
go after?
Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and
Like
we'll
10
get
minutes.
going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And they'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendency.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught outright by Graham. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rap.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him.
Yeah.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Finding time. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout
Real.
this one.
No doubt about it.
It's been a while,
In
man.
today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
What you say, babe?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, they caught a ball.
They hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback,
What'd you say, sweetheart?
a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he finds Jimmy Graham. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are in for 6. And he'll bang that one through. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves.
He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And a short gain down to about the 33. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along.
Man, come on.
You control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Good pick up there, 26 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Carr now to throw. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On second down, here's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Deion Sims from 6 yards away. And these guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Back now in Arlington, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out comes Houston. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They'll come out in the pistol. Play clock winding down. They'll try and run some clock here with Miller. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 30, 10, Winston. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 55 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen, that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And they're going to face a 3rd down. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Here's Carr. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete.
I think on your 5-day trip, on your 5 days off, I should be able to go home and check that out by myself.
Whatever. If that's what you want to do. I said if that's what you want to do.
Hard to admit that I used to draw portraiture in a human form, doodle of a 2-headed unicorn. It was soothing, moving his arm in a fusion of man-made tools and amused from beyond. Even if it went beautifully wrong, it was tangible truth for a youth to refuse to belong. No name nuisance, who's in a bedroom, who's in a brand new cuneiform form. Barely commune with the horde, got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Might zone amp to the yap of the magpie, unseen hand dragging his graphite. Cross contour, little bit of backlight, black ink after a Bristol to baptize. You can imagine a rush that ensue when you get 3 dimensions stuffed in a 2. Then it's off to a school where it's all you get to, being trained and observed by a capable few. Back in New York by peeps and a dog in a 2-bedroom doing menial jobs. Plus rhyming and stealing and being a clock, distractions, freedom, a rod. I left some years of giving a light, I left some will the spirit away. I let my fears materialize. I let my skills deteriorate. I'm
about to play a league game.
That was rooted in a 20-year affinity and rickety condition with an ID crisis. Snap on the front lawn, look up in the sky. It's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. And now we're
for real.
out of the fringe. All heart though we would have
Man, what's up with the service, man?
Just to count your rings, just to count your rings. Used to paint, hard to admit that I used to paint. Natural light on a hue.
I figured that.
Pinhead kids in a minute, drank cool.
All right, man, remember, if you ever miss a field goal, man, just hold that button and take the penalty.